What's happening, YouTube? Caliber here. We're here to do another Epic 7 video. This one is on Abyss 66, guys, against A.Vildred. This dude can be a monster and jack you up. We went in there with Sid here. My Sid is a little decked out. 223 on his mola here. He is running solid speed gear, 220 speed. Getting some nice defense breaks in all the time. Very, very nice. I like my Sid. He's had a little bit of work done when it comes to speed neck and speed ring. I got lucky and picked up a few pieces from the secret shop. I just recently picked up a really good pair of boots from Wyvern 11. I slapped those bad boys on him. So my gear's starting to come along, guys. My gear's starting to come along on him. Angelic Mont, we were probably running, if we weren't running Egg of Delusion on accident, we were probably running Megara's Tome, most definitely. Rocking myself a 4-piece speed, 2-piece health, 14.8k health, 1200 defense, all that good stuff. She's an absolute she is great to have, guys. She's great to have in the front line, to have to tank the hits and stuff like that. If you don't have Angelica, Katie's, Lots, Destina, she is an excellent choice. I'm really falling in love with this character. She's been doing a great job for me. Next character on the list here is not Commander, Lorena, just regular Lorena, my bad. I'm working on Commander Lorena. I'm like 20 something urgent missions, so I may be done with that in like a month or so, depending where the drops happen. So she's running a lifesteal set on her, nothing too crazy. I'm running a broken set here for that 55% critical hit chance for I don't miss, and some speed boots here, 35 speed boots. And she was also running Joker on her at the time. Just because I don't have an artifact on her, she was most definitely running Joker. I mean, why wouldn't you run Joker? Joker's the best artifact in the Abyss, hands down. And the next character on the list here, guys, is Aether, and Aether is hiding from me, apparently. Aether likes to play hide and go seek, guys. So Megara's Tome on Aether, 8k hit points, 160 speed, nothing too crazy. Aether is just a placeholder until I can get Mascot Hazel going. Mascot Hazel is almost done, guys. Mascot Hazel is almost done. We're about to step up our game even further, I'm currently working on her. Specialty tree. She's going to be a great sub-in for Aether, because I'm going to get an attack buff. I'm going to get a lot more benefits, in my opinion. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in here on this Abyss fight. I'm going to go ahead and narrate it and stuff for you guys, and hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so let's start off this floor, guys. One mistake I made on this is I feel like I should have went for those alarm guys in the back. Those two green things in the back there, they can summon cannon ads. I didn't think about that. I just went straight for the cannon because I was like, oh, those cannons can do some DPS. Let's take them out. I wasn't thinking about the ads and, you know, having added things to kill. So I would definitely recommend taking out the back things first, and then working on the cannons. If they do spawn a cannon, just keep in mind the spawned cannons have less hit points than the main cannons. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible if they spawn things. It's just, it's an inconvenience. So I do recommend taking them out first. That's probably the better route to go. So like we said earlier, we're talking about my team. Basically using Sid as a defense breaker here. I always like having a defense breaker on any one of my teams, no matter what I run. Defense breaks are so powerful. If you can run double defense breaks to keep defense breaks up at all times, that's even better. As long as you have defense breaks at all times, you're in good shape. And as you can see, Mont's putting people to sleep again. She is great. I love that. She puts everybody to sleep. She like sings lullabies to people, guys. She does. So yeah, this thing's going down. All right, so here comes the big bad here. We got to take out that crystal in the back and then DPS on Vildred. The crystal's not too terrible at this point in time. What I would do, and I think my biggest mistake in this is I didn't come in here with enough souls. So some of his abilities here: Dark Contract. After receiving lethal damage, regenerates to max health and resets to cooldown a Dark Blade. Then you have Sweep here. Rapidly attacks two enemies with a Sword Storm and decreasing their combat readiness by 30%. And then last, his ult, which I didn't show. I showed his ult second. Attack all enemies with a powerful Sword Storm, decreasing hit chance for 2 turns. Summons 4 minions of the Archdemon if the caster is resurrected. So pretty much what it comes down to is his chance to decrease your chance to hit kind of sucks in here. Having immunity comes in handy. Or cleanse works. A cleanse will work too. Wondrous Potion Vial I feel like would be too slow. Maybe if you ran Wondrous Potion Vial on double healers would be fine. But basically just comes down to get this crystal down. This crystal buffs him. It gives him an attack and defense buff, which means his abilities are going to hit a lot harder. So if you don't have him burnt down before that crystal does that, he's going to do massive damage. Watch what he does right here. He's just going to chunk my guys hard. And keep in mind, my lowest hit point person is 8k hit points. So he did about I think it's actually 7.5k. Either way, he did about 5k damage there on some of my people. Really close. If they weren't topped off, I'd be in a lot of pain right now. So I'm a firm believer. Always have a defense breaker. I feel like if I was to tweak this team any, it would have been Sid, Lorena, Angelic, Mont, and Hazel for an attack buff where I could do some extra chunky damage. But unfortunately, I don't have Hazel ready. But she's almost there. She's almost there, guys. So yeah, at this point in time, it's just DPSing them down, taking the hits and stuff like that, making sure you're topped off at all times. I believe somewhere in between here, he can hit you with the chance to decrease your hit chance. I could be wrong though. Haven't seen him pop that off yet. I know I've been using a lot of burns lately to ensure I was going to get it, but I haven't seen any of it popped up, so maybe I was just on point with all my abilities when I did it. So, not too bad. He's not too bad after this point, in my opinion. As long as you're burning up your, saving up your Archies and stuff like that, you should be in fairly good shape. And you should be able to handle the ad phase that comes up. So the minute this guy dies, he's gonna die, and he's gonna have like 4 ads with him that you have to contend with. So now you have him and his 4 ads to deal with, which can be a little bit overwhelming after you've killed him. You're like, oh, we're not done. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's basically what it comes off to. Make sure you're capped off on hit point wise. Make sure you have a defense break on him at all times. If you can attack buff yourself, make sure you have an attack buff up. And just keep on rinsing and repeating. As you can see, he does some pretty decent damage. Aether there has 8k hit points. He easily did 4k damage. So making sure everybody's capped off helps out quite a bit. So we're getting really, really close to the next phase transition here. This is when he dies, he resurrects, brings back all of his ad buddies. As you can see right there, I just got hit with the decreased chance to hit. And here he goes, boom. Coming in with the big bad boys. Alright, so this is where you just want to burn down the Archies, guys. It's quite a bit of damage you take right there from the get-go. So just having those Archies up is huge. Now this is a decision I couldn't decide what I should do or not. I decided in the long run it was better for me to use my DPS to try to Archie them down versus having my healers do it, which I normally have my healers do it, but right now my healers have to do work. They have to get me back up. I can't risk it. So here we go, last Archie, boom, and it's just him. Just him. Now it's back to what we were doing before. This fight's super easy if you can get those ads down. The trick is getting those ads down after he resurrected, and you should be golden. Get down that crystal, get down those ads, and if you can handle his hits solo, then you should be fine. You should be fine. This guy is a big teddy bear after this, in my opinion. No, you still have to be careful with him because he does pull off his occasional nice little sweep attack that does some good chunky damage. So if you don't have yourself healed up, you could die. But yeah, other than that, pretty simple fight in my opinion. I really enjoyed this fight. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying these videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. I plan on having every Abyss video posted that's relevant, pretty much from Abyss 50 up. I feel like any one of those is relevant. I know some of them are pushover fights, but depending on team comps, some people may get stuck on them, so I'm posting them all, guys. I'm posting them all. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. You guys have a great day.